And we got a scuffle on the Timberwolves bench. Anderson and Rudy Gobert. That's just something you don't see every day. I know the tensions, you've played in this game, you've been in a lot of heated battles, but...
So, the end of the regular season was something, huh? Funny how we have come full circle with the season starting off with a player punching his teammate and ending it off on a player punching his teammate. It's truly cinematic, man, and it worked wonders, man. The script writers have outdone themselves today. Or, pardon me, yesterday for me, but it doesn't matter really, right? So, you saw Rudy Gobert punch Karl Anderson, and he had to leave the game against the Pelicans at halftime because the Timberwolves sent him home because of it. So that's crazy, right? And we already talked about a lot on this channel, and you probably saw it everywhere on YouTube channels that talked about basketball, how Rudy Gobert trade has been one of the worst trades and one of the worst decisions the Timberwolves could have made. So we're not gonna pile on to that. Let's just focus simply on the story right now. Then we're gonna debate it on a larger scale. Also talk about the game, because the game was really important, as of course both teams were fighting for the 8th seed, and the Pelicans had a chance at going even as high as 5. But we'll talk about it after we debate a little bit of this altercation, as it has a lot of hilarious quotes, man. So it escalated according to Woj that Karl Anderson told Rudy Gobert to shut the F up, B. The B word. Shut the fuck up, B. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You even see it on the screen. Why am I even acting around like I can say swear words, man? But we're a Christian channel over here now. We don't need to swear unnecessarily. But yeah, that started about the disagreement with Anderson telling Gobert to block some shots, while Gobert told Karl Anderson to grab some rebounds. So I'm not sure I truly believe that, right? It feels like, okay, I guess that could happen, but it's a little bit odd, right? That it would be just, hey man, block some shots, man, and probably some swear words, and he said, "How about you rebound?" And they go macho, Imano, right? With grown men, and Rudy gets in his feelings, punches him. Could be just that, honestly. If Karl Anderson is just relentless, as we have a quote here that a reporter named Chris Hine was working on a story about Karl Anderson's leadership, because he has been one of the crucial parts of the Timberwolves and why the season has been turned around for the Timberwolves in a bit. In a way, and not completely turned around, of course, with the preseason expectations, but it has been turned around, and they have had some really impressive moments with Karl Anderson and some really good play. So Rudy Gobert said about Karl Anderson that Karl wants to win, and sometimes he's a little aggressive in the way he talks, but I don't take it personally. I receive it in a positive way because it comes from a place of wanting me to be the best Rudy I can be. I love his competitiveness, man. The way he makes others around him better. Well, he does not take it personally, but I guess today he did. So, yeah, I mean, we all can get in our feelings, man. If you're in the wrong headspace, no matter how you feel about it normally, you can get into the wrong headspace and just slap somebody, I suppose. Maybe. Yeah, thankfully that didn't happen to me. If anything like this happened to you, let me know. And then, funny enough, Draymond, of course, punched Jordan Poole earlier, and when Draymond punched Jordan Poole, Rudy Gobert tweeted, "Insecurity is always loud," and, well, Draymond, of course, tweeted it after tonight, so... And it's been something. And then, for it to just not be, a classic Timberwolves night, because Minnesota teams just suffer everywhere, man. If you're from Minnesota, I'm truly sorry for you, but remain hopeful, man. I believe the good days will be there always. And Jaden McDaniels punched the wall and has a fractured hand, and he'll miss the rest of the goddamn season. So... frustrations, man. it's nasty, unfortunately, but what is there to say, right? You can do this, but you understand it in a way, and now you're gonna have to go play LeBron without your best defender. It's rough. It's rough, but let's finish the game off. I have two highlights from the end for you, because Edwards absolutely locked in here in these not last, but locked in and was spectacular, especially against against Brandon Ingram, who was going off in this game. He had early on like 23 points and it was just special. And here's him getting an and one and finishing the game out. You see the hype there, and funny enough, it kind of turned them up. It kind of helped the Timberwolves that Rudy Gobert got ejected in a way, right? So, as I said, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Lakers in the play-in, which will be fun, will be real fun. But it's a shame without probably even Rudy Gobert, 100% without Jaden McDaniels, which is really rough for the Timberwolves. And we'll do an in-depth preview of that tomorrow, since tomorrow there are no games, so I'll have time to just look at the landscape of it and just kind of analyze stuff, read some stuff about it, and give you my gut thoughts, give you my analytic thoughts. Since I'm not that great of an analyst, it's gonna be more of a gut feeling than anything else, but we'll see what I cook up, but that should be a fun one nonetheless, and hopefully the Timberwolves, I don't know, man, hopefully they will be ready to play. I wanna give huge shout outs to Karl Anthony Towns, because he was spectacular, and you know, he does not like Easter for a reason, so if you want to know, you can look it up. I'm not gonna talk about it. Just huge shout outs and props to Cat, man, and hope he's doing alright. And Anthony Edwards, my man, 26, 13, 4, 4, 4, even though he had 8 turnovers. He wasn't perfect, but the competitiveness you saw from him when he started to guard Brandon Ingram, just overall the competitiveness he showed tonight is exactly why he's gonna be one of the best players in the league in no time, man. He's already one of the best, talents in the league, and certainly in probably the top 25 players in the league, top 20 maybe. I'm not sure. I don't want to get him too high or too low, so I'm not sure how, from top of my head, how would I rank him. We'll probably do that in the offseason. But the competitiveness is something that's going to put you over the top, man. And he just simply has that competitiveness. Shout out to him. Huge night from him, and huge step up against Brandon Ingram. Taurean Prince with 18. He was great. And shout out Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was also solid. And overall, the team just played really well after Rudy Gobert got ejected. So, yeah. Take that how you want. And huge shoutouts to the Timberwolves. And for the Pelicans, it was Brandon Ingram against the world in a way, because he was just trying to do his best to carry this team. They hit just 3 3-pointers, which is just way too low, right? They didn't have any assists barely. They have 18 assists on 4 made baskets, which is really rough. So it was a really weird night from them. CJ was horrific. Trey Murphy was great offensively, I suppose. Valanciunas wasn't great offensively, but he did a lot of good work with 18 rebounds. Herb Jones has been great offensively, took just 4 shots yesterday. I think CJ taking 24 shots, even missed 2 clutch free throws, was just bad. But shout out BI, man. He showed out, even though he didn't finish off as strong as you would like him to. He was spectacular. 42, 12, and 7. 2 steals, 1 block on 16 of 28 shooting is just masterful. And